Hey y'all, I'm your host, Tiki Addison, an Atlanta native, a small business owner, and a big believer in purpose and community. Welcome to Brown Sugar Hustle. This podcast is where we talk all things business and turning your ideas into real life moves. From building my jewelry business, travel business, modeling, working full time, and giving back, I truly understand what it means to juggle your dreams and real life. This podcast is about sharing a journey, learning, growing, and figuring things out along the way. It was also created because I know how it feels to have a dream in your heart, but not sure where to start. A lot of people talk about the successful part of it, but most people don't talk about the messy, unsure, trying to figure it out beginning stages. So that's what we're going to do here, step by step, starting from scratch, the foundation. We're starting at the beginning. So asking questions like, what do you really want to do? What lights you up? And more importantly, why do you want to do it? So grab your notebook. I've got my notes here, and let's talk about it. So the first thing is finding your business idea. Starting a business is not really having it all figured out. It's just about solving a problem and showing up in the way that you want to serve people. So ask yourself, what problems do I see people struggling with? It could be something small like someone not knowing where to find affordable jewelry, or something even bigger. Maybe someone needs help with their mental health or even possibly their confidence. What do people come to me with advice on? Listen, sometimes the proof is all around you. Just listen. People can tell you, like, pay attention to what they come to you and ask you for. That can be a clue. What do I love doing and wouldn't mind even doing if somebody didn't pay me at first? Because trust me, we all want our coins, but what would you love doing if somebody never paid you for? So you have to find something that you truly enjoy. Sometimes your business idea is already in your everyday life. You just have to look around. It comes naturally, the things that people compliment you on, and you can talk about for hours. So, your action step for this is to write three things that you want to help people solve. Write three problems down. Number two would be defining your purpose. This is where we dig deep and find the why of your business, because when life get busy, doubt starts to creep in, business starts to slow down, you need to know your why, because the why is what's going to keep you pushing. So a good thing is to ask yourself questions like, why do I really want to start this business? And be honest with yourself. Is it freedom, impact, to create generational wealth? Who do you really want to serve and why? It's important to be clear and direct about the people who you want to serve. It'll connect you more with your brand. And next, you want to create a mission statement. So keep it simple. I'm going to give you an example. Like, I help whoever your people are, your solution, so they can, whatever the result is. So, for example, is I help women feel confident and beautiful through affordable, stylish jewelry. Okay. Step three would for you to be to take action. Ideas are cute, but it's going to be action what builds the business. You don't have to have it all figured out, but you do have to get your feet moving. Okay. So for this week, just take 10 business ideas and write them down. Transfer them from your mind to paper. Once you get them all out on paper, it just doesn't matter what it is. Just get them from out of here onto paper. Then you want to narrow it down to about two to three things that really stand out and which ones kind of get you excited. So And ask the questions, which ones feel doable right now? Then ask 5 people, like, would you pay for this? Get your feedback early, you know, not just from friends who want to like hype you up, even though that's good and all, but you also need people that's going to surround you and that's going to tell you the truth about your product, okay? And then look at what other people are doing. What do you love and what would you do differently? Okay? So, for part 1, let's recap and bring it all together. We focused on coming up with your business idea. We talked about getting clear on your purpose and why you want to do it in the first place. Then you want to talk about creating your mission statement, what you do, who you want to help, and why it matters to you. Okay? Remember, your purpose gives your business life. It's not just about selling stuff, it's about solving problems for real people. So, part 2 comes in major questions that a lot of folks kind of skip out on. Is your idea something that people actually want to pay for? So, for the second half, we're going to kind of dive into, marketing and testing. So, don't worry, we're going to keep it simple. So, let's jump right in. So, the first thing, and we have to be real honest, your business isn't for everyone. And it's okay. So if you try to please everyone, what happens is you kind of confuse your message and possibly weaken your brand. Think about who actually needs what you're offering, who wakes up wishing they had it. So create a vision of your ideal customer. Questions like, how old are they? What are their lifestyles like? What are their pain points? What keeps them up at night? And what lights them up? Imagine you sitting across from your ideal customer at brunch. What are you guys talking about? What are you venting about? And think about what product or service could you offer to help fix that. 2, go where they already are. You don't have to, guess what people need. They're already telling you. So if you go to different social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, go to those groups that are already in your niche and see what they're talking about. Scroll through TikTok under like popular posts in the industry that you're looking to take your business, and then read reviews. They're going to tell you what they need, what their gripes are. So you got to ask yourself, what are people constantly asking for? What are the problems that they want solved? What do they hate about what's already out there? This particular step doesn't take any cost. All it takes is attention. So you have to listen. Just listen. Number 3, your competition, it isn't a cheat code. It's easy to feel intimidated if somebody's already out there doing what you're doing, but that's a good thing because whatever it is, it's in demand. So you want to study about 2 to 3 businesses that's within your lane and take notes. Take notes on their branding, their pricing, their customer engagement, and their reviews. And then you flip that. And then you want to ask yourself, well, what do they do well? What are they missing? And how can I do it my way? Maybe they have a strong brand, but what happens is they have no personal touch. And that's where you can come in. So maybe their product has cute packaging. It's cute, but the packaging isn't right. So these are kind of gaps where you can shine. So just be on the lookout for that on where you can insert. Number 4, don't guess, test. Here's the thing, you don't need to build the whole business before you launch. Test early and test small. So these ideas for testing, you post a mock-up or a sample and ask for honest feedback. Maybe you want to create a poll, this versus that, or what do you like best, or would you buy this? kind of DM a few people that's in your target area and ask, well, what would make this perfect for you? That's where we come to listening, what they need. Then, or you can offer a freebie in exchange for feedback. People love freebies. So you get it out there early and you'll be able to, you know, get some feedback. Or you can open a pre order or a wait list for something. Testing isn't about sales, it's about engagement. So, are people stopping to comment? Do they ask when it drops? Or you can ask them to tag a friend. Number 5, feedback is a gift, not an attack. I know when it's your baby and you're building something from the ground up, you get, it comes personal when somebody doesn't like it. But just breathe. You might hear things you don't expect. So take a breath, listen with a business mindset, and ask follow up questions like, well, what would make it better for you? And don't be afraid to pivot because that's a part of growth. Some of your best ideas will come from feedback that you didn't even want to hear, but you need it. It's going to take your business through the roof. Number 6, don't wait to be perfect. Like we said it before, starting a business can be messy, you can be unsure, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. Real business owners, sometimes they launch in the messiness and they refine as they grow. So the thing is to keep it small, keep learning, get feedback, adjust, and repeat. Let me say that again. You start small, keep learning, get the feedback you need, you adjust, and you grow from it. You don't need a fancy website or 10 million products. You just need clarity, a solid offer, and somebody willing to try your business. A quick reminder that, testing isn't a failure, okay? It's smart. So you'll learn before you leap. And that's how sustainable businesses are built. So let's recap part 1, the foundation, and part 2 about testing and research. So in part 1, you found your business idea. You found your why. You want to get clear on your why, and you start defining on who you want to help. In part 2, you want to identify your specific target customer, and you find out where they hang out, and then you listen to what they care about. Look at some competitors as inspiration, not intimidation, okay? And then learn how to test your idea simply and affordably. Get good feedback about growth and launching, before it's perfect. Understand? So when you put all this together, you're not just dreaming about your business, but you're building it with a purpose. Okay? So here's the challenge this week. Take one action step to test your idea. It doesn't have to be big or perfect. Just take the step, okay? Starting a business can be messy, and we're learning as we're growing. Trust yourself. We are learning as we're growing. So take some quiet time to really sit with yourself, sit with your ideas. Remember what I said about writing them down, and then get feedback. And then on the next episode, we're going to talk about writing that business plan. It's not going to be a long, drawn out, stuffy 15-page situation, just something clear and simple, a roadmap for you to move forward, okay, to get some clarity and confidence. So make sure you're subscribed and ready, okay? You don't need permission to be perfect, okay? Just a plan and a little bit of faith. Thank you so much for showing up. Again, I'd love for you to share your progress with me at carlissa.t on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm Tiki Addison, but I want to celebrate with you. I want to support you. So even shout you out for the next episode. So tag me, okay? Thank you for tuning in with me today. If you've been blessed by this or got your wheels turning, go ahead and subscribe. Leave me with a review and share it with a friend. And again, always connect with me on Instagram or Facebook. But until next time, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep showing up for yourself. Take care.